Barry, big game Friday night, Cork derby against Cobh Ramblers. Are you excited for it?
Yeah, massive game. I suppose, as you said, the Cork derby, but it's the next game for us. So really looking forward to getting out there.
Obviously, a great start away to Bray. The last two games probably a bit disappointing. Only 1 point and only 1 goal scored as well. I mean, you need to get back at it this weekend really with two, and you have 2 games. It gives you a good opportunity to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Games come thick and fast, so it's trying to put the previous ones behind us, learn and go again for Friday night. As you said, probably more disappointed with the Longford one in terms of performance. I know Galway we did lose, but we had plenty of chances, and we played well in the game. Longford was a bit difficult. We never really got going in it, so more the performance there. But look, the positive was we didn't lose. We dug out a draw, which will hopefully stand good to us. So
you got 2 goals yourself, obviously, up in Bray. You'll be hoping to get back on the score sheet in a couple of the games this weekend, and it'd be no better place to do it than in front of the crowd and in front of the shed and turn us back.
Yeah, no, definitely. As you said, we got to a good start in Bray, got a few goals myself, but the main thing is to get 3 points, whether that's me scoring or any of the other 10, 12 people who players that come on. Doesn't bother me once we're winning, but definitely it'd be nice to get back on the score sheet this weekend for sure.
We're chatting to Richie about the crowd at the Galway game. 5,000 people is fantastic, and I was chatting to you before the season about some of the crowds last season and things as well. I mean, you'd be hoping for 2 more big crowds in the cross this weekend, and that obviously helps you guys as well. And I mean, it's a great excitement to play in front of that crowd.
No, it's unbelievable. That's why you play is to perform in front of big crowds in big stadiums. It was unbelievable to see that much people come out and support us. It was quite a shame that we didn't manage to score or to get 3 points that night, but as you said, that's what it's all about, and hopefully we can feed off them because they're giving it to us, and we can put some good shows on for them as the season goes on.
Just looking around the league after the first couple of games, there's a lot of teams in contention for promotion. Really, there's loads of teams. Half the league at least could be pushing for a promotion spot. We saw Galway and Waterford drawing the other night. You've been up against Galway yourself. Waterford to come this weekend. It's a really, really competitive league, isn't it? Yeah,
it is. It really is. But we knew that before the start of the season that everyone was going to be strong. Everyone was going to have their good runs, good momentum going. So it's very difficult, and every game brings a different challenge. So by no means were we thinking it was going to be easy, because there's some top teams in the division as well.
Just Barry, performance-wise, how would you assess your performances over the opening 3 matches?
Individually, as or the team?
Yeah, team, yeah.
Bray was like the first half. It's the first half of the first game of the season. So it's always going to be tough. It was a windy night up there, and then second half we came into our own. We started getting on the ball more, and as we've shown, we have quality to score goals and a lot of goals at that. We create some really good chances. So, look, 3 points was massive there. Galway, first half was a bit sticky as well. It was hard to get on second balls. They probably didn't have much chances, but we didn't have much in the first half. And then second half they went down to 10 men. Obviously you're going to have more of the ball, so we started dictating play more, and we just found it difficult to break them down. But at that we had 3-4 really glorious chances to score. So performance was better in the second half, although it was against 10 men. And then Longford was a tough journey. It's a tough place to go. Saturday night it wasn't pretty, but it was difficult. We never got going, and that comes down to us as players to right our wrongs this Friday. But as I said, look, we didn't lose. Maybe last year we might have lost that game, so I suppose it might stand to us in good stead that point. So the main thing was, if you're not going to win, that we didn't lose.
Yeah, there was obviously a big expectancy after the opening night of the 6th, but we all know this league's going to be tough. The match is going to be tough and tight, and that's been the case. What do you think? Have you been working on how you're going to break defences down? You haven't scored since the opening night.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not happening for you at the moment for the goal.
Look, yeah, you could say it's not happening for us. Against Galway, we did have, as I said, 4 glorious kind of chances to score. So against Bray, we probably only got 6 chances, and we scored all 6. So it was kind of, they all came at one time when they were aims at pours. But no, look, it's not. We know there's talent there, and
it's not a big concern yet.
No, definitely not. There's no need to push panic buttons yet. We had plenty of chances against Galway. We scored plenty of goals against Bray. and Longford we kind of had a bit of a sticky night, but there's plenty of talent going forward, and there's goals in the team, there's pace in our forward area, so like there's no I don't think there's any real panic stations yet that we're not scoring. It's 3 games into the season, and no, it's something.
Just individually, Barry, are you happy with your own start to the season?
To be honest, mate, probably not really. 2 goals against Bray was nice. It was a good performance, a good assist to McGlade, and then Galway, it was difficult because they did have 10 men. It was kind of, there wasn't much space to run into, or because they had kind of 2 banks of a 4 and a 5 or whatever it was. So that was difficult. And Longford was difficult. It was long balls, it was second balls, it was scrappy. It was more, we never really got our foot on it. So individually, I don't look. There's always room for improvement. I'm not going to be thinking, oh geez, I'm a world beater or any of that. Just every time you play, there's always something to learn. You're always going to make mistakes and always want to right them the next week. So no, look, hopefully we can just individually, I can produce more for the team and starting this Friday.
Yeah, Cork Derby, like, you know, it won't be easy out of Friday. I suppose that they're usually sticky ones, even though you beat them well the last game of last season, or towards the end of last season. We're missing a good few, but the other 2 games were very tight against, weren't they, those derbies last year?
Yeah, derbies, they're always going to be tight. Like, it's, I know we had a good win against them, but 2 goals they come late in the game. You know, they were still in it with 60, 70 minutes gone. So it was always, every game's going to be tough. And yeah, as you said, it's a Cork derby, but it's up to us as players to kind of take that emotion out of it and just play our game and dictate how we're going to play. And hopefully, when the chances come, that we're ruthless and hopefully don't give up many chances at the back.
Okay, good luck.
Cheers, thanks, man.
Anyway, you were happy to extend your own period, I presume, yes, at Cork City.
Yeah, definitely.
And do you feel in your own mind that it's progressing your career? You know, you're playing first team football every week.
Yeah, as I said, I wanted to keep going. I wanted to get as much first team minutes under my belt. Obviously, had a good spell here at the end of last season. So, yeah, definitely, it was ticked all the boxes to come back and hopefully do the same and go one better this time round.
When is the loan period up again? Is it in the summer?
Yeah, the summer. I can't tell you an exact date. I think it's around the mid-season break, the summer break. It's around then, I think. Yeah.
Had you been up the loan before?
Yeah. I was up the north of Ireland with Cliftonville from Christmas 2 years ago, January to summer of last year. So
it's all part of the education. So it's for a young player to be sent out on loan.
Yeah, definitely. It's massive. Yeah, exactly. No, it is. It's, look, I learned a lot up there, and from the end of last season, I learned a lot here as well. So that's what it is. It's getting it first team experience and learning how to play in front of crowds and you know, consistently playing well. It's not academy football where results don't really matter. It's more about performance, but it's the total opposite when you're with a first team environment. The performance does matter, of course, but at the end of the day, it's all about winning. And 3 points is the main goal every week.
I presume it's a bit easier to come back to Cork, given that you're a crowd favourite, I think. Judging by the reception you got in the last match of the season last year.
Yeah, no, the people here have been great with me, fans and staff and players. They've all been excellent with me. So yeah, it was obviously nice coming back to somewhere where you know that you fit in well, you know what I mean? But that doesn't make it any easier in terms of me as a person. I obviously want to keep playing well and not just rest on last season. Obviously want to have a good season this year and help the team as much as I can.